Hello. So let's take a look at what the salon looks like. So when you come into the membership, this is what the home looks like. And you would have your different areas. So you've got the base camp, the salon, and the toolbox. But today I'm just going to take you to the salon, which is what I would call the active part of the membership, like the one that unfolds on a weekly basis. So let's go here. So when you get to the salon, you will have a little video that explains to you how to make the most of this space. It's something that you have on every part because each part operates a little differently. And then you're going to have your salon. So salon number 1 and number 2, and there's going to be many more. But the salon number 1 is the one we last completed and now is available entirely, like to catch up on replay if you like. And the salon 2 is the one that's going to unfold in the next couple of months. So if I take you to salon 1, so view here. So when you get there, that's your one salon. So that's one project that you can start working your way through, like as soon as you join in, it's all there. And the first salon was all about, working with a woven garment that is a semi-fitted garment, with sleeves and darts, and it's got pockets. So I wanted something that had a lot of, interesting technical points from a sewing perspective, because I wanted to fill up your kind of, your sewing tools. I'll come back to the toolbox another day, but essentially this has been a really great project to build everything that you've got now in the membership beside the project. So we do everything by vote. So the Hinterland dress, is a pattern from Sew Liberated and was the winning garment, if you like. So we start each sew along with a vote. And this is where you'll find the recording of, me introducing the 3 patterns is still in there. So you can see the other garments I suggested. And, I would always say, you have to do what works for you. So if you wanted to, I choose the design based on, making sure that they all have the same editorial line. So if you didn't do the Hinterland dress and did a peppermint wrap instead, you would still be doing sleeves with us. You'll still be doing, darts and fitting darts and that kind of stuff. So, that's how it works well. But anyway, let's go back to the structure. We have phase 1, which is all about preparing. So phase 1 is all about making good decisions. So when you join live with the salon, that's, each step is a week's worth. So I put the content every week out, and then that gives you a week to kind of do it if you're following along. And then the next prompt comes the week after. So the phase 1 is all about kind of making the best decisions ahead of the sewing. So we have a week dedicated to making the best choices with your design, and I do address like things like if your pattern has a round neckline and you wanted to change it to a V-neck, for example, or if you wanted to raise the neckline, we try to look beyond what the pattern cover is offering and see what's within our ability to make it really work for us. Then we had a week on choosing fabrics. So this is an opportunity for me then to talk you through lots of different types of material that are suitable for this type of dress. So they become kind of lessons on fabric and these kind of things. Then we did a week on picking a size, so making the best choice in terms of size. And then we had the last week on checking your patterns, and that's just to make sure that you make the adjustments that you wanted to make, that kind of thing. Now, the phase 2 is all about the actual sewing. And so we start with the cutting and then assembling the garment, basically. So you can see how it's been split into kind of like chunks of the garment. The week where we put sleeve, we just focus on putting the sleeves in, all right? So there's always like a little intro to the prompt, because to kind of give you a overview of what we're going to do, and usually a little bit of guidance as to the best way to approach it, depending of your level or the version you're making, that kind of stuff. And then we have the actual sewing video, which I tried to keep quite concise, and I always address different levels. So this is really important for me, that, you know, you can come at this project from different level. We had total beginners, people who've never made garments before, who made this along with me, and actually pushed themselves to French seam everything, because they found that the pace, the fact that they could stop and come back to it any time, meant that actually they felt okay about doing a French seam armhole. So if that doesn't entice you. So here are two videos on how to do sleeve, and one is for French seam and one is for basic seam. So every time I feel like, okay, we could approach this a different level, then I will cover it. So here we have the next step was pockets, and after the intro and after some general overview of how inseam pockets work, I put 3 videos within the same week. One on basic inseam pocket, one on how to mostly French seam pocket, and then one on like fully French seam pocket. So like literally you could go at this a different level. So that's phase 2, and phase 2 is all about the sewing of the garment. And phase 3 is the like life beyond having made it once, because patterns are just that, they're templates, and they are there to be used again and reinvented. And so phase 3, I asked the group what they would like to see as potential design hack, and that's what we did. So I did a video on how to swap gathers for pleats, and again there's like 2 videos, because one is like a really easy option, and then one is if you wanted to design your own pleated skirt. Then we have a hack on sleeves, so turning a simple straight sleeve into a puffy balloon type of sleeve. And then the last one was to add a collar. So you could like literally radically change the style of this dress with all of this, and all of which are transferable. And so this is really important, is the sew along are an opportunity for you to learn new things, but the skills are taught in a way that you could transfer them to other projects you might be making. So I hope you like the way this is kind of laid out. So when you join, you'll have the choice. You'll be able to either like work your way through the hinterland so long, or you could join with our next sew along, which is a stretchy sew along. So we have a lot of people interested in sewing stretch, a lot of first time stretch garment makers, and some people who've done it before, but essentially this is going to be a little bit shorter, maybe a little bit more focused on technicals, maybe less stepped in the garments, but more on fabric choices and how to pick the right fabrics, and different sewing techniques for sewing with stretch. So I'm really looking forward to that. And know that the hinterland is all there ready for you to dive in. If you have a holiday coming ahead, if you have some time off, I know we're all indoors in our house, but maybe you have a pocket of time, maybe you have some leave, maybe you've got a nice weekend plan, and you can literally binge watch the videos and just sew the garments and have something ticked off your handmade wardrobe. So It was a pleasure to show you around the sew along. If you have any questions, just let me know, and I will come back and show you the other areas probably tomorrow. So